Hello, everyone.
I'm Midnight.
And I'm Blaze.
He's way too excited about doing this project, I swear.
This is probably the most hyped I've been for a Let's Play project ever. Like, in the 5 years that I've done it by myself and the year that we've done this together. Holy shit.
We've done this for almost a year.
I've been a Let's Player for almost 6 years.
Same here. You and I started in the same year. Ironically.
Scroll through all this. This is just the user terms of service. It's like, you will be ganked. And God willing, when we pull into Cuba to resupply, you will be ganked some more.
Anyway, we are playing Dark Souls 3 on my account as opposed to Blaze's account so that we can show you when trophies are acquired.
Yeah. So I'm going to turn the brightness all the way up. Not technically how the game wants you to play it, but I like to be able to see my games. So we should be good here. Let's get right into the story.
There's a story?
A little bit.
Indeed.
Yes, indeed.
See? Told ya.
It is called Lothric,
It's a dumb story name.
where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge.
She's ugly.
Venturing north,
Is
Or
that a
he.
she? I don't
know.
even know.
Turtle people.
pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones.
He
That's
did.
that's how I feel after work sometimes.
That's how I feel after work all the time. That's how I feel at work.
When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls.
And all is born again.
Bring the old lords of Cinder from their graves.
I guess technically.
Aldrich, saint of the deep. Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers. And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital.
What's up, Yorm? See you later.
He's kind of terrifying.
He's awesome. He's one of my favorite bosses.
The giant.
We gon' die.
Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones.
Which is odd. If I was a Lord of Cinder, I'd be like, respect me, bitch.
Will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder,
Ha!
and so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Do we get to play now?
I don't know. You're the one who's played this.
Loading. Loading. Yay, we get to make a character now. Okay, so...
See you in 5 years.
Shut up. So, do I have any favorites on here? No favorites saved. Okay, so I guess we're going to do a very basic rough draft of this. So, if there's one thing I'm going to change, it's going to be... Store a noble, I guess. Build. We're going to make this a burly mofo. Build detail. So it's not just the burly set. Okay, let's see. We'll change hair because I hate this hair. It's probably my most hated haircut in the game. What was the one I had? I think it was this one.
I think they all look kind of dumb, but
Yeah, they do.
that's the thing. I just don't like guys with long hair.
Beard. Go with this one here. And then we'll go all of this. We'll put a light brown tint on it. And I think
Eyelashes.
that will do. That'll do just fine. Okay. So, now we're going to go to our burial gift. We don't have the pendant in this game, so I can't choose that. But not that it would have done anything anyway. What I'm going to do with this build, this is going to be mostly an endurance build with my knight here. So I'm going to immediately start putting into, like, just all of my stats are going to go to endurance. And then I'm going to go to vigor after a while. And then when I'm happy with where both of those are, I'll start on my dex and strength, because 13 and 12 is actually pretty good for now. What I like about the Knight class, which is why I'm playing it, is you start with 15 Vitality, so that's very good for pretty much wearing any armor set I want for a good long while. So
Nerd.
So now we get to choose a name, and I have the perfect name chosen. It doesn't beat Mr. Spinach, but...
Yeah, that's his, what is it? Decrepit or whatever?
Deprived.
Deprived. Close enough.
Felonious Dump. What?
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. It came to me yesterday. I thought about it. I'm like,
While you were taking a felonious dump?
No, actually, I was thinking of a character to name my other guy. And I'm like, that sounds both medieval and terrifying.
Ridiculous. How does that sound terrifying? If somebody has dump in their name, I'm never gonna take them seriously.
But it's a felonious dump.
Oh my god.
The bell tolls and the unkindled rises from its tomb.
Nerd.
Okay, are you just gonna call me a nerd this entire time? Because I will start doing that shit to you with Jack and Daxter. Every time you open your mouth, you'll be like, so now we gotta go grab this precursor or nerd!
Oh, shut up. Also, you just totally capped.
Well,
I haven't called you a nerd that often. Chill out.
you've done it like 5 times since
I've done
the
it
project
3
started.
times.
You're counting!
Yes.
Alright, so this is Cemetery of Ash, starting place in the game. You can see all these little red triple scratches on the ground. That's just showing us how to play the game. And I know how to play the game.
Yeah, I was
so I'm
about to
just
say,
gonna ignore
hopefully you already know how.
So another reason why I like to choose the Knight is he has an immense strength of just killing monsters right off the bat. Almost any other job class would require you hit a monster 3 times, or twice rather, before it dies.
Sometimes 3 times.
This guy, my Knight here, can just tank out guys 1 hit at a time. Goodbye. We're going to
Jesus.
grab an Ashen Estus Flask here, which I'm never going to use.
What does it do?
It's basically, it's like if Estus Flask is your potion, this is like your ether.
Ah, okay.
So, what was I going to say? I was going to say something important.
Sorry.
Well, apparently not important because I forgot what it was. Oh, yes. So I'm going to try something, and I've done this before, so I know it can be done, but because of Let's Play Curse, you know, I'm not going to be able to do it this time.
Are you gonna fight that spiky monster?
Yep. So I'm going to clear all these guys out. Oop, got a drop for me. Fading Soul. Not very useful, but I'll take it.
Do you ever crush souls for souls, or
Yes.
do you always give them to what's-her-face? Or what's-his-face?
Well, only boss souls can go to the guy later in game.
Oh.
But like tiny, like faded souls, that's their whole purpose, is you crush them to get souls.
Nom 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 nom.
Okay, so this,
Delicioso.
so this is all of the small fry. So I'm gonna go over here. Oh, I blocked that guy's arrow, and it was on fire, so that explains how I took damage. I'm like, how did I get hit? Yeah, so our shield has 100% physical guard absorption, and I like that. That's another big reason why I chose the Knight, because we get a 100 absorbed shield right off the bat.
He really likes his shields.
I do, even though I never use them.
But when you do use them, it's pretty important.
Yeah. So there's this guy over here, and we're actually going to fight this guy.
He's really creepy looking, but
He is
also
very creepy looking.
slightly cute. Don't die, don't die. You're doing a good job of not dying so far. Oh, are we gonna do a death counter on this? I think we should do a death counter on this.
We can do a death counter on this.
Absolutely.
All right. So
Hell, we could do a death counter on Jack and Daxter now that I'm thinking about it.
So you just gotta be careful. But this guy can be beaten. You have a shield. That's something that if I had to learn anything about Dark Souls, it's that you have a shield, use it. Your shield will take abuse for you.
Yeah, when he was first starting, he was struggling because, you know, he just thought he should dodge everything, but...
Yep.
Come on, babe, you can do it! I'm not supposed to be getting into this game. I have an opposition to this game on the principle of I don't like games that are,
I got him.
Wow.
For that, we get a Titanite scale and like a shit ton of souls. Look down top, bottom right corner. I had like 200, or I think I had 144. So that guy gave me like 4,000 souls, which is going to come in much handiness when I can level up. Yeah, much handiness.
Anyway, as I was saying, I have an opposition to this game just on the principle of I don't believe games should be ridiculously hard for the sake of being ridiculously hard. Well, the thing is, I play games for story, not for gameplay. Mm-hmm. So, you know, you had to research the story of this game,
the lore
on the wiki.
So,
and you know, I'm more, not even a visual novel, but I like JRPGs because they have, you know, long stories and stuff like that. But anyway, I want to say, what is that trophy in Kindle?
In Kindle, I lit my first bonfire.
Ah, okay.
So, my counter argument to the reason why you don't like this game is it's not a game that's hard just for the sake of being hard. I like to equate this to games harkening back to the way they were in NES days. Like, everybody complains that NES games were really hard, but you know what? They were also really fair with their own limitations and stuff. So just because a game was hard, like, I used to suck ass at Castlevania, but it's all about, you know, repetition and memory and just knowing what everything is that's coming at you. This is the same thing, but it's in 3D. And honestly, just when I rationalize it like that, it's not so bad.
Well, NES games also made their games harder to lengthen it because of the limitations, you know, not a lot of memory.
And
so,
you think this didn't? If you could run through this game without dying once because it was, you know, dumbed down enough to not require constant dying, this game could be beaten in about 3 hours.
Yeah, and that's stupid. I think that games should, you know, have enough sustenance to survive on more than just difficulty. But that's just me. We don't always have to agree on everything, even if we do love each other.
Yeah.
I love you.
So what I just did there was I love you more, but I'm not going to get into the middle of that argument in the middle of a video. So because it is fact that I do love you more.
False.
But, so I grabbed the Titanite shard up there. I grabbed the fire bombs down here. So what I did with shield guys, any kind of shield can block. And, you know, when you take a hit, it's going to come out of your endurance more, and it's going to come out of your health, depending on how good your shield is. I mean, me, as long as it's a physical attack, I won't take any damage. But it will take from your endurance, which is you got to be able to manage that and stuff. So what you typically want to do when enemies have a shield is just forward in the attack button. You can give them a nice little kick, kicks their shield out of the way, and then you're good to maim their face.
Is this the first boss?
This is the first boss.
Holy crap.
Gonna remove this coiled sword because it looks like it's giving him a little bit of trouble. Hello, buddy. You gonna thank me?
Butt stabs! When he was fighting this with his deprived character, that's what it's called, right?
Yes.
He was struggling so hard because the deprived start at, like, you know, zeros, don't they? No, they start at 10s, but they don't have any armor.
The thing is, that's not even... No, I beat him with my deprived on the first try.
Oh, I thought you were struggling. I remember you struggling against one of them.
My damage was shit, but...
You did not defeat him on the first try. I think.
Oh, yes, I did.
Crap.
Get in there. Probably gonna take a big hit for this. And there we go. Iudex Gundyr killed on the first try.
That was fast.
Get good, scrub. All right. So because of that, my ember has been restored. I am now on fire. So light it up,
I'm
up,
on
up. I'm on
fire.
fire. And we get 3,000 souls for fighting that guy. So here we go. I'm going to rest at the bonfire. I
And
don't
you got
need
2
to.
trophies.
Yeah. I don't need the rest of the bonfire, but I'm going to. So now...
Well, it restores your Estus flasks when you do that, correct?
I didn't use one.
I know, but I'm just saying that's a thing, right?
Yes.
It restores all your stats and your Estus
Yeah,
flasks.
it basically, it's kind of like resetting your checkpoint. It gives you all of your restorative items back, gives you all your health back, all your mana, stuff like that.
Is there a reason you just randomly punched
I
the air?
accidentally hit the trigger. So we're gonna come
You're
over
just
here.
like, ah!
This guy has his head in his hands. He doesn't know what he's going to do with his life, so I'm going to make his life decision for him.
You're a terrible person.
No, come here, come here, come here, come here. What do you got? Fading Soul? Okay, better than nothing. Sometimes these guys can drop long swords, and I really like the long sword. This weapon's going to be part of my arsenal for the entire game. I love it so much.
This edge is kind of precarious, and it makes me nervous.
Yes, it makes me nervous too. And I played through this game. I've put like 75 hours into this game so far.
Yeah, I make him play it when I'm either at work or sleeping because he turns into a completely
Right,
different
so this
person.
is my favorite guy in the game. And just walk up behind him. He's not enjoying the nice scenery. And I will admit, it's a very beautiful view, but I can just get up behind him and... Sparta! Shit. Well, there goes my...
There goes your joke.
There. Still fell. Still kicked him. He died.
Do you still get the souls?
Yes.
That's cheap. But it makes sense, because there's no way you could have killed him without him falling.
Should have been more careful about how I wanted to do this. And so this guy with the shield, I don't know how I was able to get in his defense like that, but...
He must have not been using it right.
Yep, I am not going to complain, because that is very helpful. I can go around to here, and there's an item up in this tree. I did not know this item existed. It's a shield. I am not going to grab it yet because it's a trigger for waking these guys up. So I'm going to kill them first, then I'll go grab it.
That's cheap. Cheap, cheap. Little bird from Walmart came by. Cheap, cheap.
So there's a dude over there, and I'm not fighting him yet.
Why not?
Screw him. He'll kick my ass.
Oh, okay. You know how to pick and choose your battles.
Oh, yeah. And whether or not to fight them.
At all.
Exactly.
Are you going to do all the side questy things or what?
I'm going to do as many as I can. You can't do all the side quests for every character on one run of the game because some people's side quests conflict with others.
Ah, okay.
And
I
jump down here
vibrated.
and get an ember, so that's nice. And there's a doggy over here. Pet, 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 you're dead.
That is very vicious petting.
Yep. Knife petting. So here we are. This is the Firelink Shrine, the hub world of the game. Nice little safe zone that we can come back to whenever we're lonely, whenever we need... Before I go down there, I'm going to do this. So, there's this item in this game. And if I have to do some cutting, God knows I will do some cutting. But, so there's a soul of a deserted corpse up here, but that's not why I came up here. What I want to do is I want to remove all my armor so that my weight ratio up there in the top right corner is below 30%.
And he is Oh, you're not naked.
Shit. So what you can do is, normally what the game would have you do is to get up here, because there's an item over there that I really want to get, but more importantly than that, there's a secret area that can get me an even better item. Is what the game would expect you to do is to go into the Firelink Shrine, go to the old Shrine Maiden with 20,000 souls to buy a key to open this door, go all the way up this tower, across that bridge, and jump down. No, I say, because what you can do is if you get your speed up just right, you can hit this little tree, and then you can jump over just barely and make it to this ledge. Like that.
Hacks?
So
I
can
call
come over-
shenanigans.
So I can come over here, get a homeward bone. I'll put all my armor back on.
The homeward bone is what brings you back to...
Yes, it is a warp back to the bonfire you last checkpointed at, or to the shrine bonfire. 9 times out of 10, you're going to want to go to a shrine bonfire because you're usually in a place where you have a lot of souls and don't know if you'll survive. So
What is shrieking at you?
Pickle Pea. Pickle Pea is awesome. She's an invisible character, a crow-like bird. Her nest is actually up there, but I think you can give her items down here. What you can do is she gives you secret items. If you leave her items based on heat, I learned it was. So you can leave her like a firebomb and she'll trade it for something else. And it's pretty cool. But I don't have anything I want to give her yet. I'm dead. I didn't want to do that. So cool for me. I didn't like the bonfire, so I get to go all the way back to Iudex Gundyr.
You know what? This is actually a good place to end the episode, though.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's been going for 20 minutes.
Well, okay. Shit.
So we'll see you back at the Firelink shrine. Yes?
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Hold on. Wait. Let me do this. Bye.
Oh my god. Nerd.